Ohaneze in the Igbo has condemned Northern Elders Southeast travel ban over indigenous people of Biafra killings. The Ohaneze in the Igbo worldwide has chided the Arewa Consultative Forum (ACF) for advising Northerners to be cautious of travels to the southeast after the murder of Ahmed Gulak. Alex Ogbonia, National Publicity Secretary, in a statement said it is unfortunate that Audu Ogbe, who has gained the respect of many as a detribalized patriot, issued the advisory. Ogbe said unless the trips are absolutely necessary and of compelling nature, like matters of life and death, they should not be made. The spokesman condemned the narrative that the Southeast has been taken over by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and unknown gunmen. Well, if Audu Ogbe is of the opinion and telling the Northerners not to travel to Southeast as it is because of the killing of Ahmed Gulak, so as per what has happened this morning also, that the NECO registrar also was killed. So the Southerners or Southeasterners should not even venture to travel to the north, because I know they would not want to even travel to the north because the chaos and the magnificence of security challenges they face since 1999 to date. They are not talking about that one. Audu Ogbe is not talking about that. He's now concentrating on what does not concern him in the southeast, and virtually what concerns him from where he came from, the Benue state that he came from, is nothing to talk about. Abi Audu Ogbe. Well, Ogbonaya stressed that the gruesome assassination of Gulak is painful and has been condemned in strong terms by Governor Usodima, Imo people, and groups including Ohaneze. Ohaneze hailed the Northern Governors Forum for demanding that the murder be treated as a criminal act and warning that the politicization of issues surrounding the death could lead to further violence in Nigeria. Ogbonaya cited the fresh abduction of over 200 school children in Niger State, killings in northern states, and wondered why the ACF singled out the southeast as a no-go area for the Northerners. The reference by Chief Ogbe to the killings of northern leaders in 1966 that triggered the events that led to a civil war that cost the country thousands of lives and an untold sufferings to millions of innocent people is, to say that, the least, very inflammatory, incendiary, or unreflective and unguided. It should be noted that the Igbos have suffered immeasurably in the current Nigerian dilemma. In Nimbo community of Enugu State, at about 5:15 a.m. on April 25, 2016, the armed herdsmen numbering over 500 struck, killing 54 people. The governor of Enugu State, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, pleaded with the indigenous to accept the incident as an act of God. On March 30, 2021, Egedege community in Ebonyi State witnessed a horrendous sight of 18 persons slaughtered by the Fulani herdsmen. Governor Dave Umahi could not withhold his tears as he saw the 18 corpses of Ebonyi State indigenes killed spread like fish in the cold road. On Monday, the commissioner for Capital City Development announced armed herdsmen invaded Indubesi in Easy Land and killed so many of our people. Ohaneze noted that Igbo leaders have repeatedly called for restraint and warned against reprisal attacks. Ogbonaya reminded Ogbe and the ACF that it is the federating capacity of the Igbo, their fortitude and readiness to adapt to every part of the country, that have served as the salt without which the concept of Nigeria becomes tasteless. Ohaneze rated the statement by Chief Ogbe as baleful and urged the Nigerians government and patriots to hold Ogbe responsible because his remarks are capable of rocking the already precarious boat. It is strange that the leaders that have gained everything from Nigeria are always the first to set it on fire. The statement added. Yes, concerning what Audu Ogbe have just said, is if I term it, I'll term it as rubbish. All these people, they are just using English. They should face the spade. They call a spade a spade. What Ogbe has just said is childish and is out of point. does not hold water. Why will you advise the northern hand not to go to the southeastern part just because it's not safe? If not that he knows what is going on in the southeast, they are one of the sponsors of those unknown government that are perpetrating evil. They just want to label the southeastern part of the country and label indigenous people of Biafra as terrorists, and meanwhile they want to divert the attention of the publicity or the world to eastern part of the country to say they are the ones causing problem in the country. Meanwhile, we are not fools. The US are not fools. The country, the diaspora, they are not fools. They know where the problem is coming from. They know that the northern people are the cause of the problem. Now they want to term the indigenous people of Biafra as the terrorist group that is disturbing Nigeria's peace now. How Ogbe has nothing to talk about his own community, his own state that he came from. He came from Benue State. He has not really talked about the killings in Benue State, the killing in the TV land. Or is it because he's an Idoma man? He's not a TV man, so he does not know his left from his right. He's talking rubbish. Or okay, let's assume that is the Arewa or chairman of the Arewa Consultative Forum. Does he not know what has been happening in the northern part of the country? Lately now, 200 students have been kidnapped of the what's it called, Jamatu or Islamia student. Over 200. They have nothing to talk about that. The Greenfield student that were kidnapped, killing of those 4 students before releasing the rest, they have nothing to talk about. The registrar of NECO that has just been murdered in cold blood, he has nothing to talk about that. But what is his own business about the southeastern part of the country? Should be a no-go area. Since Boko Haram has been doing defiling, killing, so many atrocities that Boko Haram have been, perpetrating in the northern part of the country, he has not advised anybody not to go to the north, that the north is not a safe place now. The killing in the Niger State, the kidnapping, the banditry, the whatever, huge insurgency in the country, and they have nothing to talk about it. We've know that the northern part is a major, has been a major setback for Nigeria when it comes to security issues. Why would they now deploy soldiers to go there to go and fight insurgency? Instead, the Boko Haram kills soldiers also, and they are not having anything to talk about that. Why the eastern part? The only thing the Igbo or the indigenous people of Biafra are after is just a good governance. That's just what they are asking for. They want a good governance, and if they cannot give them the good governance, they will seek for referendum, and that is what is going on. The Igbos cannot open their eyes and start destroying what they are trying to build or destroying their own people. Why would they infiltrate and start causing chaos with unknown government? They are the sponsors. Those northerners, they are also the sponsors of those unknown government. What they do is they will put the inscription of Eastern Security Network or IPOP on their shirt. They will use it to commit havoc, and whenever anybody sees them, they will think it's the IPOP that has committed the atrocities, not knowing that it is the northern agenda, so that it will be equalized, or they will divert attention to to the southeast, so that it will seem as if it is southeast that is disturbing the peace of the nation. Well, I would like you to share your thoughts over this.